Hey team, what's up? Technique Tuesday for you today. A little bit different. I wanted to go over something. I've gotten this question a couple times this week, so I answered it obviously for the people that asked me, but I thought it was a pretty relevant one for technique and just for everybody in general, so I wanted to share it. So the question is, how do I know when to go up in weight? Well, the real answer is you know, when we tell you to, but honestly, like if you're going through the circuit or the stations, sometimes, it's hard to know and maybe you haven't done the exercise too much and you're still figuring it out. Obviously, we can and will help you, but I wanted to give you a couple kind of rules of thumb that I like. And I like to keep things very, very simple. This is not going to be scientific in the least, but it is going to be just something that's very practical and easy to use and easy to gauge for when you're lifting weights. So when you're lifting a weight, let's say we're doing dumbbell bench press, because that's just kind of a basic one. Everybody knows that one. So let's say it's 10 reps and you grab a weight off the rack and you do your 10. Basically, to gauge it is, okay, could I do like 5 more reps? If the answer is yes, if you could easily do 5 more, definitely want to go up in the weight. For most upper body things, you can go up between 2.5 and 5 pounds generally, right? I'm not saying you can't ever go up 10 pounds, but that's a good start. Then for lower body stuff, same idea. You want to go up like between 5 and 10 pounds. You can usually go up more on the lower body stuff. So if you can easily or comfortably do 5 more reps, increase that weight. If you are using a weight and you're like, okay, I could probably do like 1 or 2 more with really good form, that's about where you're going to want to be. Because especially on upper body movements, particularly like pressing, we don't want to go so heavy that we're like grinding those reps and we're, putting way too much stress on the joints. We want to really focus on the muscles. So we want to always I call it leaving a rep or 2 in the tank. So you should feel like, okay, I could do 1 or 2 more with good form, because again, you'll probably have another set or 2 to do anyway. So that's a joint saver and, something that we don't always think about, which is totally fine. That's what our job is. So 1 or 2 reps in the tank, it's heavy, it's perfect form. Okay, we're good. That's where we want to be. All right, so those are just a couple little tips I wanted to share with you as far as knowing when to go up in weight, when to challenge yourself, and kind of just some different things with that. One last point is when you're doing this and you're like, okay, but I want to try a heavier weight, but I don't know if I could get all the reps. Like this morning we were doing dumbbell floor press. A bunch of people were like, okay, I could probably do 6 out of the 8. And at that point, you know what? Just try it. And if you can only get 6, great. Go back down and finish the reps with the previous weight that you used before. So it's a good way to practice getting a handle on a certain weight that's a little heavier. And it just gives you a new challenge, right? So if you know like, okay, I can do 6, I'm going to keep working at that weight until I can do 8 or 9 or 10. So just kind of next level thinking on how to challenge yourself there. So that's all I've got for you on Technique Tuesday. Like I said, a little bit different, but I got this question a lot, so I thought it was relevant. And let me know if you have any more questions on that, and I'll see y'all next week.